Hey, it's your girl, Copper Color Creations, and I am coming back with another update. Hey, family, how is everybody doing out there? I hope you are vibrating off love and lights. Okay. All right, now I am back, family. I am back from my vacation and I feel so good. Yes. I'm going to get into that in a minute. But first, let's talk about the karma that's being delivered out there. Whoa. Can you imagine the karma being delivered? Can't stop, won't stop. Shout out to P. Diddy and the rest of the crew that are getting their karma. We will witness it firsthand, family. You know, I was in the music industry, so I know firsthand what goes on and what it's about. And that is exactly why I am no longer involved. Family, it's not what you think. It's just an illusion, so, and I know many out there have already awakened to it. So we just witnessing the downfall of karmic debt being delivered for everyone. It's not going to stop at P. Diddy and T.D. Jakes and the rest of the crew. It's going to hit everybody. Okay? So we will witness that. You know, I wanted to come on and come back and make, I feel like the Pimps in the Pulpit will be I want to say a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, this is part 3. Pimps in a Pulpit. And this is going to be the gossiping, lying, and stealing edition, family. Okay, but before I get to that, let's talk about my vacation. I want to just tell everyone that even though we are on the journey of breaking these generational curses, we are all on a healing journey together because we are all on one collective consciousness of energy. So, the journey is nonstop awakening, spiritual awakening, and healing. I consider myself just to be continue healing. You never stop. No one's perfect, so you're never going to stop healing in every aspect of your life. I haven't met one fully healed person, and I just haven't. And so, I did a beautiful vacation, went to meditate on the ocean, got some downloads, but I also got convicted. Spirit convicted me. Family, yes. So, how can I say I got convicted? Well, the whole time I was on vacation, I was thinking about work, school, my projects, my workshop. I was so focused on the things that had to be done and what I needed to do when I should have been enjoying my vacation. So I enjoyed it, but I kind of didn't enjoy it because I was thinking about things I had to do. So, when I got back home, all those things I was worried about, they were taken care of. So basically, I'm going to have to do that vacation again. I'm going to have to circle the block. I have to reschedule. I'm scheduling it right now. I'm doing my vacation over. Okay, that's a redo. And I'm going to make sure I go with a clear mind and not worry about the things that I have to do, because I am on, how can I say? I don't want to say I'm on a mission, and I want to have balance in everything that I do. I want to try to have balance, and you know, being on this mission, you have to have balance, and sometimes I can go in overdrive. I'm sure many of us have that problem, and stay focused on one thing when we're supposed to balance that out. So I got convicted about not balancing a couple things out. Oh, and also because of my trauma with my, you know, ex-family, friends, and foe, I basically, I got my guard up. Yes, my heart is open and I am vibrating off the frequency of love, but my boundaries are very, yeah, they're up. And so I got convicted of that as well, because how can I balance my love, career, health, or anything out, with these swords I have up, these boundaries? Like I said, the hurt and trauma and pain that all of us have endured, we are consistently on the healing journey. Don't ever feel like you're fully healed, because you'll get triggered. Trust me. You'll know what you need to heal in your mind, body, and soul, because you'll get triggered off of it if it's brought up, or, if it's in your energy. So, we vibrate off faith over fear, okay? On this channel, I also am a judge-free zone, I make sure I call back all, my power, that was taken without my consent. And I'm breaking all contracts that don't serve my higher purpose. My frequency is love, compassion, patience, kindness, you know? Yeah. So I got convicted twice, we have the gift of discernment. And so, I got convicted off that as well. I have a gift of discernment, so I should be able to go out in the world and help people raise their frequency and not be so, have my guard up. So I'm working on that. I am very, very, very friendly and outgoing. But, to a certain extent, I do have heavy boundaries up that I'm working on. So we all have flaws. Everybody has something they're working on. And that's what I'm working on. I'm just working on building better relationships, divine relationships with my soul tribe, and learning to trust. Again, my movement now is I'm going to trust you until you give me a reason not to. Okay. All right. So let's go into my notes, because I took a little book with me on vacation. So whenever I got a download, I wrote it down, because I'm like, I have to write it down or I'm not going to remember, right? So let's get into the video. And for those that don't know, the name of this video is Pimps in the Pulpit. We're doing part 3. And the only reason why I am speaking on the church, pastors, the only reason why I'm speaking on it is because I have encountered a group of pastors and youth counselors and musicians that have came into my energy, and I have warned many that when you come in my energy, you will be exposed. Okay? All right. And so that's what we're doing. And it's I mean, this is no secret. I know many out there are very aware what's going on out there with these pastors in these churches. So I don't believe this is anything new. I'm just, explaining my journey and what I am exposing. And I'm hoping that my journey can help someone else, right? I discovered through my research that, you know, this certain pastor and church is a part of a coven, secret society, whatever you want to call it. I mean, and that they are doing a lot of things that the public would be shocked about. And so I'm just, intertwining that discussion with some things that can help us heal our family's bloodline. Okay? And so I'm just letting everybody know, for those, I'm praying that many awaken to the truth. Okay? We are in a new age. Okay? The news is not going to tell you this. No one's not going to report this. We are in a new age, family. All right? The Creator is bigger than the church. The Creator is bigger than all these religions and pastors. Okay? Now, I respect everyone's beliefs. Okay? But in this season, you better have a personal relationship with the Creator of heaven and earth, okay? And be spiritually led, all right? Don't get so caught up in religion, all right? All right? In labels. My pastor, my bishop, my youth pastor, my usher, okay? Because religion and religion's lies is fading out. It's coming to an end. Family, a new age is here. If you don't know or have not connected to the Creator on a personal level, without a man or a book misleading you, I suggest you tap in expeditiously, family, because religion can't save you. It just can't. And that's kind of my message, on this page. I don't teach anyone to worship anything, to go within, heal your inner childhood, That's what I preach. Okay? And we basically have to quit being ashamed and walk in our calling, basically our purpose, our passions, our missions that we have here on earth. Okay? Our ancestors are binded to the curses. Okay? Many died in sin and they are binded to the curses. And it's up to us to heal the family's bloodline by breaking the generational curse. Okay? So when I say the ancestors are rooting, they are rooting for us. Now, I'm not going to be too long in this video, but let's talk about it. Our consciousness. I have been telling the tribe that, we have been programmed with lies and illusions. And you have the 12 strands of DNA that was told to you that was junk DNA, which was a lie. Okay? And so for those that don't know, we have been operating off of our masculine energy since birth, our yang energy, our solar, active, analytical, dominant, left brain, aggression, left brain. All right? So now that the energy in our consciousness of us tapping into our divine feminine energy that has been gone from earth for thousands and thousands of years, we have not been operating off the divine feminine energy. That is your yin energy. That is your lunar, your feminine, passive, intuitive, submissive, right brain, compassion. Ooh, that's deep because I hear a lot of our brothers and sisters, saying that our sisters are, only vibrating off their masculine energy. And so it is an imbalance, okay, biologically and chemically. Really? Yeah, that's the truth. Some of us know how to balance it. Some of us don't. Everyone is different in how they, balance their masculine energy out. But this just goes to show that when you look at the right brain, compassion, submissive, that's going to feel good to have that balanced out, okay? Feel real good and balance it out. So they lied to us. So family, learn how to balance your yin, your yang and your yin out, your masculine and feminine energy, because that's key in this new age. That's very, very key. And, I'm not talking to Pete's I'm pretty sure many out there are already awakened to the truth. It's just they have to connect the dots. So, I personally know how it is with work, home, and just everyday life that we're living, wondering what's going to happen to our futures, looking at the news, just looking at the world around us and having nothing but fear in our hearts and struggling to pay the bills. And trust me, this is where we are right now. We are at that stage. So many don't have time to read and research and get all this truth out. That is why the divine has sent certain seers, light workers, the rainbow warriors out here to help humanity. Not everybody has time to do all the research that many of us have done. So, I don't ever want to take that for granted. I want to always operate, in the frequency of appreciation, gratitude. And if I do come off, cocky, it's don't confuse confuse it with me being courageous, because I was in my low vibrational days. I was a very shy person. I could never see myself speaking or talking to people. So I believe that shyness came from childhood trauma, which had my throat chakra blocked, and none of my chakras were aligned. So I believe that's the reason why I was shy. But it took everything for me to make a YouTube channel and be vulnerable and speak, because I have a lot of compassion for the truth, just compassion for people, period. And I know that if it takes one person to hear the truth and set them free, that makes me feel really good, family, because, within our mission, a lot of this stuff is going to be coming naturally, as far as raising the frequency on earth. In your everyday life, when you wake up and go to the grocery store, just the smile on your face could change someone's day. And so that is how we're going to raise the frequency on earth. It's just, you can just be in a room and not even speak to anyone and help raise the frequency. And so, I want everyone to understand that you don't ever feel like you're not doing enough, with the purpose of helping humanity out. You could barely go anywhere and just go to the grocery store. It's not how you do it, is what you do. And that little bit of time can help someone and can affect someone. You might go to the grocery store and give someone a couple dollars and change their life. You might put a smile on someone's face by smiling. Just the little things that we do in our day-to-day lives will help raise the frequency. For those out there that think that they're not enough, they're not doing enough, they don't go anywhere, they don't talk to anyone, a lot of us, seers, light workers, rainbow warriors, are consistently in hermit mode right now, in and out, for a reason, okay? So if you're getting lonely, it's not about being lonely, okay? I want everyone to understand that's the time the Creator is putting you in isolation so you can go within and find out who you are, where you come from, so you know where you're going. Okay? All right, so let's talk about this. Let me get some visuals up. We talked about the consciousness. Let's talk about gossiping. Okay? So first of all, is this gossip or a prayer request? Gossiping, to me, and this is just a personal experience, it's a collective consciousness thing. It starts pretty much everywhere, the household, the church. And so, gossiping in church, that's the main place where gossip is not supposed to be, in a sacred union with others. In a church, gossiping, talking about Sister Cynthia and what her husband did and what her son did. You should not have to walk in the church and your first day on the church, you know everybody's business because people are gossiping. I mean, that is ridiculous. That is very disrespectful to the Creator, period. And I just want to address that. That church gossip has fumbled all the way down to people in regular lives that don't even go to church. Okay? And we all are guilty of gossiping. Okay? Maybe we play different roles in gossiping. With me, personally, my role was the observer. I just was listening, you know, or elicit information. I mean, we're all guilty of it, which gossiping is basically bearing false witness. Because just think about it. You're gossiping about sister such and such, and you're talking about it, and you're manifesting evil, and you don't even know if that's the truth. That her sister Cynthia's story could have went through 5 people who got the story all mixed up. So everybody lying on Sister Cynthia in the whole church. Now, Sister Cynthia business is floating around the church, and now it done fumbled out to the streets. Now the streets talking about Sister Cynthia. So do you see how that works? It starts in the church and then it comes out to the public, which everybody gossiping, you know. And so we were not raised on what gossiping really means, you know. And so I would suggest, you know, when people want to gossip or talk about people, you know, me personally, I just used to say, hey, I gotta go. I really don't want to hear it, you know. And I don't know. I'm not saying every church pastor, musician, usher, or youth director is tainted and bad. You know, if you have a good church you go to with a great pastor that feeds your soul and your spirit, then by all means. I'm just saying I know way too many that have these issues that I'm discussing, especially the ones that have came in my energy. So we know gossiping in the church is, I mean, that's normal and it's horrible because people are cursing their bloodline by lying, bearing false witness on somebody. They have no idea what they're doing. So, you know, we need to check ourselves about that. I mean, if we want to heal the family's bloodline, especially if your family are a bunch of gossipers. Okay? Now, I know my family on both sides had this issue of gossiping. So I'm not just speaking out of the side of my neck. I'm speaking off experience. Okay? And so, you know, we just got to check ourselves. Gossiping, talking about people, defaming people's character, and you don't even know them. Imagine how that affects your life in the spiritual realm. So, you know, we got to stop that. All right? What's the next? So we doing gossiping and we doing stealing, then lying. So another generational curse that my family had a problem with was, so we know they had a problem with gossiping, and they have a problem with stealing. Okay? Now, if you know your family has the stealing curse, then your job is to break it, reverse it. Stop stealing and teach your kids that it is wrong. And yeah. So that was a curse that my family had a problem with. So I reversed that years ago, and I teach my kids, okay? Stealing from others is the same as stealing from the Creator. If you think you out here stealing and getting away with it, you are not. And so, stealing in the church, we have these pastors, deacons, ushers, everyone involved. They are stealing from their congregation, okay? All right, how are they stealing? Well, there is a lie in the Bible that says you have to pay 10% to the Creator of heaven and earth. And I'm hoping and praying many understand you do not have to pay to speak to the Creator. Okay? And these pastors know. That's the reason why they signed the oath. Okay? That's the whole reason. All right? They're stealing from everyone. All right? Profiting off people who can barely pay their bills, their lights, their gas, their insurance, because they have to pay the pastor 10%. And so we're doing pretty good out there because a lot of us are waking up to the truth. I have a lot of insight on churches, and they're not as packed as they used to be. So I'm just happy that people are waking up and going within and connecting to the Creator within and not paying a middleman to feed them lies. That's it. That is my wish fulfillment. Family, yes, it is. My wish fulfillment that, I personally know people that will risk their lights being cut off because they're paying their tithes. So it's really something that I am very passionate about explaining to people that if you want to connect to the Creator, you have to meditate, go in solitude, block out all the noises and disturbances, okay? And tap in on a personal level. Because we have been bamboozled. Yeah, they lied. They lied, family, I mean, there are so many lies and contradictions. I know a lot of us know within our souls that we've been lied to. So we know I can think of 5 off the top. They said the 144 were only male virgins. They lied. That this is the next session. Lying. Now, I know my family, both sides, maternal and paternal. Lying is natural. Okay? It's just natural, but what do you think lying is in the spiritual realm? What that means for you? No integrity, no honesty, no foundation. You just lying. Okay? And we know that the church and these pastors have been lying to us. Okay? Like I said, I don't know if they got everybody under a spell, but we're going to get to the bottom of it. So let's go back to the 144. They said that they were all male virgins, family. The lie detector test determined that was a lie. They said a man died for us, for our sins, right? So we can just party like it's 1999. And we can hurt people. Ain't no karma. You know, we could do what we want. Because, somebody died for your sins. And I discovered that was a lie. No man can die for your sins. Karma is real. You reap what you sow. They also said a man was going to come out of the clouds and rapture us up to safety. Yeah, and he's late. I just want to let everybody know he's late if he's coming, okay? Number 4, they are hiding who many of us truly are. They want us to be black, a color of a crayon. They want us to be Afro-American, which is patented by the government. So who are we? Okay? And the book Lies. It has a little truth in there, but it's also a lie. Okay? Whew, I can keep going on. Let's go. I am so honored because the truth will set you free, family. They told us the Holy Spirit was masculine energy, and that's a lie. It's the divine feminine that was hijacked. Okay? And that's why we've been operating off our masculine energy. Because the book said the Holy Spirit is a masculine energy, family. Which, that's your divine feminine energy. That's your divine mother energy. Okay? They lied about that. So I could go on and on about all the lies. Okay? So we know the church lies and lies and lies. Okay? Many are paying the church to lie to them. And, you know, we're the new age, family. That's all I can say is we are at a new age. We are at a new age. We are at a new age. And in this new age, I will say this. In this new age, it's very important that you be careful with a couple things. Number one, your sexual energy, which is your healing energy. Okay? How can you heal humanity if you're draining your essence out? Yeah. So I think I talked about that on the "Is Masturbation a Sin" video, and I know I want to just keep reiterating that, your sexual energy is a sacred healing energy. Okay? It's an energetic exchange, family. We weren't taught this. Okay? But you are only supposed to be exchanging healing energy with a divine counterpart that the Creator has chosen for you. I know, it's deep. Because it's like we got people going out on the weekend, partying, meeting people, sleeping with people, and picking up all types of sexual demons and attachments, more karmic debt, and they have no idea. Because, like I said, we've been taught, what happens in the dark, or what happened behind closed doors is your privacy, which it is your privacy, but we under judgment right now. So whatever you think you're doing in the dark, it's not. It's not. You're being judged on it right now. If it's karmic, if it's low vibrational, then you're going to stay in that cycle. And you're going to continue that cycle, and it's going to go on from generation to generation. All right? That's a divine being, family. That is the new creation in this new age on earth. Divine. Okay? And I'm going to make another video with a divine message. Okay? It's very important that we raise our frequencies to become a divine being, which that's who we are supposed to be. Free will gives you the option to stay in a low vibrational state. Oh, you got an option. And yeah, you'll still survive, but it's going to get funky for you. Because like I said, we in a new age, new frequency, okay? And I suggest everyone tap in on a spiritual level, connect to the Creator, okay? I think that's it, family. I had some other notes that I cannot find, but I'll get them for the next video. And yeah. So today is 12/23. 23. My Earth Day. My solar return day. The day I reincarnated back onto this realm on 12/23. I am honored. I am thankful to still be alive. Oh, man. It's like so much and so many didn't think I was going to make it. You know, they gave up on me. They counted me out. They didn't believe in me, but God did. And that's all that matters. Okay? So, hey, 12/23, we here. Capricorn season. The GOAT. Yeah, the GOAT. It's the GOAT. It's the season of the GOAT, family. I am a sea goat. So, yeah, before I close out, I have a beautiful affirmation I want to leave you, family. And I just want to let everyone know, you know, can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. All right? Over here, we will make sure that, you know, we know the truth. And once I get done with all of my priorities, I will start my podcast. And so that's still coming up, family. Yes, I want to be able to just wake up and jump up and talk to the people. I really, really am a live girl. You know, like bloopers, like something happened. I'm one of those spare of the moment type persons. The recording is cool and everything, but I just want to be where not so live, but just on a podcast type of everyday type of getting up and close and personal with the soul tribe, with people that are struggling with healing, with people that are struggling with anything in life. And so that is the vision. And it's going to happen. It's going to happen, family. And so before I close out, okay, I want to let everyone know this, okay? That the world celebrates New Year's on January 1st, okay? And that's not the new year, family. So, and a lot of people know this already, okay? So back in 1752, the first day of the year changed from March to January. So before 1752, the new year was in March. I mean, don't that make sense? Excuse me. Doesn't that make sense that in the spring, new things come up, flowers blossom, new, and there's nothing blossoming in January, okay? Nothing. So the confusion is, you know how people had their New Year's resolution and they, you know, start manifesting their New Year's resolution in January, when technically the best time to plant any seeds in your harvest will be in the springtime, March, not January. Okay? So for those out there that don't know, please, yes, it's not the new year. The world, the matrix, you know, the false systems have us celebrating all these man-made holidays that are not aligned with the divine creator. So I had basically a moment, you know, I went through myself, you know, even though I was raised not to celebrate these holidays, it was not hard for me to, you know, just get rid of them. But for many, I know we are all different. We come from different backgrounds, different upbringings. So it's going to be hard this year for people that are going through their spiritual awakening to not attend Christmas gatherings and celebrating a very demonic holiday. Okay? There are certain rituals that are done on Christmas that involves children. So you got to be very careful in what we're taking on and what we've been programmed as normal. Okay? And so, just be very careful out there in what you are digesting. It's not just about food that you digest. You digest everything in your love, life, health, career. And it has to be a balance in all levels. Okay? So that's it for this video. I do want to leave out with an affirmation for the tribe. This is the affirmation I would recommend. Many of us do. It's important that we stay focused and heal, continue healing, balancing our masculine, feminine energy out, shadow work, semen retention for enlightenment, and not just enlightenment, to have that divine connection so the Creator can bless you and your spouse. Okay? It's much more than that. I don't want anyone to keep thinking that it is not, that it's purely just on enlightenment. All right? So let's go ahead and end this with an affirmation. I am a magnet for abundance and success. And every day and every way, my life is getting better and better. I am worthy of all the good things life has to offer. I open myself up to receive them with gratitude and joy. I trust the process of life. I am safe and I am loved. All right, family. I am hoping and praying that a lot of these pastors, the church congregations, the deacons, the bishops, the ushers, the youth counselors, I am hoping that they raise their frequency, okay? We all at once vibrated at a very low vibration. So ain't nobody better than the next. I'm hoping that they raise their frequency and stop the wickedness that are going on in these churches, which is spilling out to our communities. I'm just hoping and praying that they raise their frequency. And I mean expeditiously. Because in this new age, in this new season, there will be no rest for the wicked. All right, family. Until next time, love and lights. 1.